First leg is Chris to throw first. Game on.
We'll reflect on that later.
Oh. More dreadful puns coming your way over the next 2.5 days on the European Tour, mainly
57.
Chris Murphy. Now then, Chris Dobey. How impressed have you been with this young man over the last 4 months or so?
Yeah,
43.
Has been his year, hasn't it? His most impressive performances back at the German Darts Masters a few months ago. Ran Michael van Gerwen very, very close. Lost out 6-5 in the quarterfinals there. His best run in one of these events, and he beat Dave Chisholm and Robert Thornton along the way. It suggests that he's a very, very bright talent.
Yeah, and that's
60.
been couched within a run of Pro Tour results where he kept making the latter stages, 4 consecutive last 16s, that quarterfinal. And it was after last year where he wasn't really doing anything. Now he's in the same stable as Gary Anderson, Michael Smith, Adam Hunt, and Gary's been saying for a while,
95.
You know, obviously Michael Smith's been doing really well. He got himself in the Premier League with how well he's done. He's won 3 of these European Tour events. But he says, you wait till Chris Dobey and Adam Hunt really get going. And he's been proved right. I think Adam Hunt won one of the development tours the other day. Chris Dobey's been playing some excellent
61.
darts for the last few months. We could be seeing another young star flourishing over the course of this year. Chris Dobey certainly looks like he's got
140.
all the aspects of his game in place to be a real threat. You mentioned that run in Germany where he was only beaten in the quarterfinals in a deciding leg by MVG.
100.
Nobody else got close to Michael van Gerwen over the course of the weekend as Dobey looks at tops for 100 checkout. Now double 10.
90.
Often in his events, nobody does get close to Michael van Gerwen. James Wade, the only man to beat him this year so far, and he went on to win the last European Tour event, van Gerwen winning the previous 3.
65. Chris, you require 10.
Dobey wants double 5 to win the first leg of this match.
5 scored. Darren, you require 77.
Oh, scrappy opening leg here. 21 darts thrown by Dobey. Still not got it in the bag, and that's a good dart from Darren Brown. Double 10 to nick it.
57. Chris, you require 5.
Wasn't too far away, but Dobey, big one first. And now the double 2.
Game shot on the first leg. Chris Dobey. Second leg is Darren to throw first. Game on.
Kind of got away with that, Chris Dobey, but it is the first leg, and we'll be looking to improve.
And Darren Brown's first leg in the European Tour. His second leg's not going too badly.
140.
He's even got Rooster written down the stems of his darts. I'm fully on board. If you're
100.
If you're going to go with a gimmick or an image, you just go for it all out.
Yeah, if we catch the back of his shirt, he's got a nice portrait of a rooster's head, as you can see there.
It's an angry looking rooster as well. Doesn't sound the most intimidating of animals.
59.
I mean, when you've got somebody in this tournament whose nickname is the Black Cobra, you've got other players around, the bear, the bull, the ferret.
68.
The rooster, but that is an angry looking rooster on the back of his shirt. Dobey looking to fill it up.
140.
Gets him back in the leg though.
Yeah, we've also got the power back in the European Tour this weekend, Dan.
And nearly 2 years it's been since he's played Euro Tour as Brown looks downstairs.
139.
That will do for him. Leaves him 54. So you would think it would be 14 tops. Dobey's going to be poised.
Darren, you require
102
54.
very gettable. Pressure on this. For a first leg in European Tour action for Darren Brown, and takes it out in 2 darts.
Third leg is Chris to throw first. Game on.
Yep, out in 14 darts there, Darren Brown.
81.
They're not showing many signs of nerves. for his first game on the European Tour, and as you said before, we've just seen
100.
a debutant get a victory.
Yeah, and it wasn't an easy game for Simon Stevenson either.
Now James
60.
Wilson will be heading back to Huddersfield, a very frustrated man, I imagine.
Yeah, I would think so. He did have his
83.
chances in that one, James Wilson. But it is Stevenson who's through and will face Ian White tomorrow when the seeded players enter the tournament,
140.
including, as you mentioned, the 16-time world champion, Phil the Power Taylor, the world #1, Michael van Gerwen. We didn't have the Austrian Darts Open, that named
100.
tournament last year. We did have a European Tour event in Austria, as the Rooster just pecking around down there, looking for his flight. Yeah, Michael van Gerwen won that one. He has won this particular named tournament once before as well. That was in 2013. The other
55.
winners we had, Vincent van der Voort and Justin Pipe winning the very first one. It was the very first European Tour event we had in its current incarnation back in 2012.
40.
Yeah, but a guy that was once regarded as the fastest player in the world in Vincent, and one that's regarded by many as the slowest. Whether that's true or not on either count, who knows?
125.
They're there or thereabouts in their respective fields. To be fair, Justin did say, you watch out for Simon Stevenson. This guy's a solid player, and he's gone and proved it. Those two are rooming together this weekend. As Dobey looks at double top, down for double 10. Shake of the head from Dobey. He's missed inside again. Double 5. He had problems with this earlier,
35.
and he continues.
Darren 78.
So Brown looking to pick Dobey's pocket here. 78 required. We'll look for the single 20. For double top.
38. Croatia require 5.
Well, he did this last time. 1 double 2.
Three scored. Darren, you require 40.
But it didn't go to plan this time round, so Darren Brown looking for a break of throw and a lead. That's not far away, but double 10. That's not far away either. Double 5.
35. Croatia require
Decent
2.
efforts from Darren Brown, but just not quite there.
Shot on the third leg.
Chris
Chris
Dobey.
Dobey.
He's
Fourth leg is Darren to throw
won his
first.
first leg on
Game
throw
on.
on double 2. He's won that one on double 1. He can consider himself a little bit fortunate, really, with the number of darts he's thrown to be leading 2-1 here.
140.
Yeah, if he keeps reducing his finishing doubles by the same kind of capacity, he won't have another leg on the board down.
I'm sure that won't be his
57.
game plan. Kim Huybrechts, the Hurricane, a 2-time winner on the European Tour, awaits the
60.
winner of this one. Huybrechts number 5 seed this weekend. Last one on the Euro Tour. The final event of last year in Sindelfingen as Dobey.
135.
A little bit unfortunate to see that last dart deflect out of the treble 20 and into the treble 5, but it does get him right back in this leg.
Yeah, Huybrechts, another returnee from last week's World
100.
Cup of Darts.
Looked to be playing some good darts as well. He's had a bit of a lean spell, has Kim, but he looked to be back at his aggressive,
140.
bouncy, rodent-like best.
Yeah, a tournament won by England. Will we be saying the same about any other European tournament anytime soon?
There are no other
81.
European sports tournaments. There's only this one for the next 3 days.
It could be won by an English player.
It could. It certainly could.
99.
The World Cup
Darren, you
champion
require
Phil
120.
Taylor will certainly have his eyes on it. 120 for Darren Brown, and he's under pressure in this leg. That's not the best start for him to find the treble 20, and he doesn't do.
60.
So just the
British
60.
require
Now, Dobey,
70.
the finishing has not been great so far. Can he put it right here? Double 16 for 3-1. And
Game
we've got
shot,
daylight
fourth
between
leg.
these two.
Chris
Dobey
Dobey.
finally
Chris
pins
to
a
throw
double first dart.
Game on.
Darren Brown might be wondering now, have I missed my opportunity? I mean, conceivably, he could have been 3-0 up.
140.
Yep, Dobey turning the screw now. Fantastic clean 70 finish and then off 140 in the next leg.
60. 45.
But he only followed that 140 with a 45, so Brown, if he can get slightly more accurate on this visit, which he does,
100.
gets back into the leg.
See the averages there. I mean, 80 plays 81 is nothing to get excited about.
45.
Just a bit scattergun, these darts from both men. There's not the greatest grouping. That gives him an opportunity. Brown, look at this. That's better. Oh, we follow it in, and we nearly followed it in with a third dart as well. Has to settle for the 1, 2, 3.
We saw his view of that, and it flicked off the flight and went into the treble 1 there. I think it was on course for a maximum.
96.
So those finishing stats there. That's what's, you know, they've not scored brilliantly, but that is what is dragging down those overall averages. A lot of missed doubles in this game so far, but Dobey having taken out the 70.
100.
Very cleanly and efficiently in the last leg. Will be feeling a little bit more confident when it comes to the back end of legs, but Darren Brown is going to get the first poke at a finish in this one. It would be for a break back, but that is a wonderful setup shot from Chris Dobey, and there's pressure on this 118.
Yeah, not going to get a shot at it, so Dobey will return the
94.
tops.
Chris, you require 40.
Now, last time they were inside the tops, inside the 10s. Now he's gone a long way out, but that might work in his favour. No, he's inside again, down at double 10.
30. Darren, you require 24.
Tops and 10s and 5s aren't working for Chris Dobey.
Let's see how 12s work for Darren Brown. Moving across, double 6.
12 score.
Double trouble, down.
Chris, you require
Now,
10.
after missing 5 repeatedly, there's got to be a temptation to go 2 double 4, I would think.
Game shot on the 5th
Or
leg.
just hit the double 5.
What on earth are you talking about, Dan?
Six legs to Darren through first.
Five.
Game on.
Of course he was going to hit double 5.
Yeah, it's an interesting. We saw Vandenberg in the game earlier on. Split a score midway through his throw.
43.
Didn't hit it with his last dart, did he?
No, he didn't.
Missed
But it
inside
shows.
on the
Yeah,
floor.
it shows the confidence of Dobey to carry on
99.
there. You get some players who will always split. Stephen Bunting when he played at the Lakeside and split all the way through the tournament to the title. And then some players who just say, well, every double's the same size, I can hit them all.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if you listen to our spotter, Richard Ashdown, who is our authority on all things
140.
the Lakeside, then he'll tell you that Bunting, you know, he believes that Bunting benefited from deciding before the match, maybe even before the tournament, that he was going to,
95.
if I leave these shots, I'm going to split it. And then I know in my head, whatever situation I'm in, this is the course of action I'm going to take. Never going to be stuck in two minds, never going to be going, should I, shouldn't I?
98.
It's just utter conviction, and that can help when you're trying to execute your game plan.
$59. Chris require 164.
We've got some serious daylight between these two, and Dobey could be about to increase it further. Well, stay on the treble 80. It's not the greatest lie for him. That's why he's moving all the way over to the right. He wants the treble 18.
96.
Going for the treble 18, does that suggest he would have gone for the bull?
Difficult to say. Certainly James Wilson was going for it at every opportunity earlier.
The reason I say that is there's a decent lie to
45.
follow
Chris
the
requires
first start in the
68.
treble 20. Anyway, it doesn't matter now because he's on double 4 instead.
Game shot on the 6th leg. Chris Dobey.
And whatever he's doing, it's working.
7th leg is Chris to throw first. Game on.
Well, for a man who conceivably could have been 3-0 down in this one, because he did start very slowly, Chris Dobey, he's just kind of improved and
33.
pulled away from Darren Brown, who's been unable to match that improvement.
Yeah, he's starting to rule the rooster, Dan.
$100.
Wow. Good, I like it.
100. 140.
It doesn't look like Darren Brown is going to have the same kind of debut as Simon Stevenson in the previous match. And it's getting further and further away.
140.
Dobey hits another 140, but he's still in this particular leg. But he needs to win 5 in a row.
Well, I mean, you need magic for that.
You need a kind of Darren Brown scare pack.
Quite.
83.
So Dobey go across to 18 to leave the maximum checkout.
$134.
Nothing wrong with that. But what a way to win it this would be. Oh, not to be. Chris Dobey can't find the Hollywood finish.
134.
They'll set it up very nicely.
44.
44 to stay alive. Double 16.
Game shot on the 7th leg.
Pins it last start, and he does stay alive. But
8th leg is Darren to throw
how
first.
long? It is a break of throw.
Game on.
Yeah, Darren Brown qualified from a Q school at the start of this year. His 4th attempt at getting through that grueling competition to get a tour card. He's got one now for 2
100.
years.
Yeah, and he has sort of, when you don't have a tour card, you can still play some of the Pro Tour events when you make up the numbers where other people drop out. And he's done that on a semi-regular basis over the last few years. So he does have some experience of playing against the top guys.
60.
I know that he's been offered some advice by Colin Osborne, who's based around that part of the world, from Derby himself, Colin. Colin knows all
42.
about mixing it with the top players in the world, was right up there in the rankings himself.
$140.
Good visit from Brown, keeping himself interested in this match.
99.
Not much in it. Brown has got to win 4 more legs on the spin.
81.
81 leaves him Shanghai. Dobey, though.
$60. Darren, you require 120.
Brown, 120. That's the first part done. Now what's the big part? And the final part.
Game shot on the
Fabulous
8th
finish
leg.
from Darren Brown.
9th leg is Chris to throw first. Game on.
Moves within 2 legs of Chris Dobey and keeps his hopes alive in this match. Still needs 3 more legs.
57.
So wouldn't count his chickens just yet.
Well, I, for one, am hoping this goes to an 11th deciding leg, just to see if we can completely exhaust all chicken-related imagery, similes and puns.
Exhaust, I like how you did that, Brad. And I'm pretty sure only one of the 2 players wants it to go that far.
Yeah. I think Chris Dobey would bite
60.
your hand off for this to finish in 9 legs.
100. $81.
Each of the last few legs, the scoring has been kind of very, very similar.
Mm. Yeah, there's
60.
not much between them, but that's a missed opportunity. Ton 40 here for Brown would leave him Shanghai.
44.
Well, after you, isn't it? One guy hits a big score, the other one hits a big score. One guy hits a paltry score. The other one follows.
58.
Dobey's left himself 1-2-6. Brown.
2-1-6. And it's going down.
95. Chris, you require 126.
So similar finishes in front of these 2 players now. Dobey will get the first stab. but he won't be cleaning this one up. Darren Brown, 1-2-1.
Darren, you require 121.
To keep this contest going.
Shot of the weekend so far, if this goes in for me. Treble 18. Not to be. So Dobey's going to get match starts here,
36.
and that doesn't apply as much pressure
40.
as he would have liked. It may be a tame ending to his European Tour debut from Darren Brown, but Dobey, the tops and the 10s and the 5s haven't been kind. Finally pins double 10. It's a 6-3 victory for Chris Dobey. It was a real struggle at times, but Darren Brown sent packing in round 1. Dobey will take on the Hurricane Kim Huybrechts.